I'm Judge Brian D. Woodard, and ma'am, you brought this case before me. Matter of fact, before I get started on anything, I see your both last names are Campbell.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So what is your first name?
Kelly Campbell.
Kelly Campbell.
Yes.
And you, ma'am?
I'm Rochelle, but you can call me Ro.
Okay, Rowan and
Kelly.
Kelly, okay. Kelly Rowan, let me go there, because if I forget it, because Rowan Kelly. All right, so let's get started. So go ahead and tell me about this.
My name is Kelly Campbell, the best project manager the city has to offer.
The air in the courtroom tightens the moment Judge Brian D. Woodard settles into his chair. Across from him, two women share the same last name, but nothing else. Kelly Campbell steps forward with calm assurance, presenting herself as the city's top project manager, every word polished like glass. But beneath that professional shine simmers a family rift ready to erupt. Her cousin stands on the other side, and the tension between them is electric. What begins as a routine introduction is seconds away from unraveling into a family drama so intense, you'll think it's scripted. Spoiler, it's not, and this is just the opening act.
Project manager the city has to offer. I brought my cousin to court because she's attempting to want to get involved in her son's life all of a sudden. But her choices, they're poor. She has childish behavior and she's not taking care of her responsibilities. Simple.
She's not taking care of her responsibilities. Does she have children with you or living with you or?
She has a son, 6 years.
Kelly doesn't hold back. She comes out swinging with sharp accusations. According to her, her cousin has suddenly decided to step back into her own son's life, despite a past riddled with reckless decisions and immature behavior. At the heart of the battle is a 6-year-old boy, Kelly's nephew, who now lives under her care. She insists his mother has abandoned her responsibilities, leaving Kelly to pick up the pieces. But what really went on behind closed doors? What could drive relatives to clash this bitterly? The answers are about to surface, and they're far from easy to hear.
She has a son, 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yes.
And so what makes her childish?
She's just,
Girl,
she
I'm
wanna be in
grown.
these streets. She's
Girl,
so
Hold on
grown.
one second. We're gonna get to that
I'm
part.
real grown.
Okay, Miss Grown. One thing about it is grown people don't have to tell other grown people that they're grown. So just wait till I get to you, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this train moving. But I'm gonna get to you.
Yes, sir.
Miss Ro. R-O, really obvious. All right, let's go.
If
Let's
you
go.
could change the R to a H. But the point, what I'm saying is.
We're not going there, but go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and over like
Emotions
that.
are
I understand, but let's go ahead.
The pressure in the room ratchets up as Kelly paints her cousin as immature, but before she can go further, Judge Brian D. Woodard steps in. With a firm gaze fixed on the defendant, he reminds them both that adults don't need to prove they're adults, a pointed warning that the courtroom is not the place for petty jabs. His message is sharp. Leave the insults behind and stick to the facts. Yet the tension between the cousins is crackling, each ready to unleash their side of the story. For the judge, keeping this hearing under control will be no small task, and the fiercest moments are still ahead.
But let's go ahead and get to business.
She's childish because she chooses to mix up her priorities.
Okay.
It's not flying, Your Honor. Her child, you know it's about 105 degrees. She has no AC. She has a gym fan circulating in the home.
The window was cracked.
Hold on.
The window was cracked.
Ladies, let me go ahead and get something straight right here because I just wanted this to go smoothly. And I know how ladies are sometimes. Y'all like to talk and get your point across, and you're going to be heard. I promise you're going to be heard. But being heard this way is not gonna fly. So let's go ahead and continue without any interruptions.
Kelly delivers a stunning revelation. She claims her cousin left her young son sweltering in a house with no air conditioning, just a cracked window and a lone fan, while outside temperatures soared past 105 degrees. According to Kelly, the boy's safety and comfort were never put first. The accusation hangs heavy in the room, but before emotions boil over, Judge Woodard intervenes, urging both women to rein in their tempers. The atmosphere inside the courtroom now feels as stifling as the home being described. Could this really be the reality that child endured? The next details may be even harder to hear.
let's go ahead and continue without any interruptions. Ms. Rowe, when it's time for you to go, I will go back to you, Ms. Rowe.
Yes.
But for right now, please keep quiet. Can we do that? Let's get this show back on the road.
Thank you, because she's rude.
I didn't ask about what she is. I'm just asking you to go ahead and continue to tell me what you're going to do.
I stand corrected.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Let's go.
I apologize. As I mentioned, her 6-year-old is in very poor conditions. Circulating hot air with hot air is not going to fly. As I mentioned, the temperatures are high. She leaves a bowl of noodles.
Kelly presses on, painting an even bleaker picture of her nephew's life. She describes him enduring suffocating heat with nothing more than a bowl of chicken-flavored noodles for meals and warm Capri Suns as his only drink. In her view, the neglect shows. She says the boy is slipping behind in school and struggling with basic skills. Then Kelly makes her boldest move yet. She wants full custody of her nephew, and on top of that, she's asking for child support. The words hang heavy in the air. The courtroom stiffens, and even Judge Woodard seems to brace himself, because this battle is about to escalate.
She leaves a bowl of noodles, chicken flavor, for her son, Capri Suns that aren't refrigerated. The child is so behind educationally, all he know how to do is whoa. It's just a lot going on. I don't like it, and I am going to be the provider for her child. And that's it, point blank.
Okay. And Ms. Campbell, what are you actually asking for before I go further into this?
Honestly, I want the full custody of her child, Caleb.
Okay.
And I would like her to pay me, since she wants other men to pay her.
Kelly's tone sharpens, her words cutting through the room. She makes it clear she's prepared to take full custody of young Caleb, and she expects her cousin to contribute financially. She wants other men to give her money so she can give it to me, Kelly insists, her voice steady. But then she pivots, stressing that this battle isn't only about dollars, it's about who is genuinely capable of being a parent. The judge leans forward, signaling it's time to hear the other side. And when the defendant finally speaks, her account is so startling, it leaves everyone questioning whether she can possibly mean what she's saying.
Wants other men to pay her, but that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to tell me before I move on to Ms. Rose?
I want you to see that she's truly childish, lax.
I didn't ask for insults. I said, is there anything that you want to tell me?
I didn't know that was an insult. It's really factual. No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see, this is going to be a challenge. Whew, don't you know? Ms. Rowe, let's go. Continue this show.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, so they keep saying I'm crazy.
Before the defendant can respond, Judge Woodard stops Kelly in her tracks, reminding her that he wants evidence, not jabs. Still, the atmosphere is heavy with tension as the cousin finally takes the floor. Up to this point, she's been portrayed as reckless and unfit, but now she's determined to speak for herself. Her opening statement is striking. She says people keep calling her crazy. And then comes the explanation for why she left her son that night, a reason so astonishing it sends ripples through the courtroom. In her words, it was nothing more than just a little date.
Judge. Okay, so they keep saying I'm crazy, right? They took my baby from me and gave it to her because I had a little date. I spent the block. I left him at the house by himself.
You spent the what?
The block. We went to Perry's. Me and his, he was tall, dark, and handsome. But I was gonna bring him a pork chop special back. So I went on this little date, left him at the house by himself. I gave him some noodles, a Capri Sun, and they call themselves saying, oh, you can't leave the baby at the house by himself. I'm like, look, he was good. It was just for like 2 hours. I was gonna be right back, and I was gonna bring him back.
Wait a minute, how long?
Like 2 hours.
2
We had
hours.
reservations, so we gonna get.
The cousin lays it out plainly. Yes, she left her son alone to go on a date. She claims it was only for 2 hours and that her plan was to bring him back a pork chop special. In her mind, he was perfectly fine with a bowl of noodles and a Capri Sun to tide him over. But as she speaks, Judge Woodard's expression hardens. It's clear her justification isn't landing. Then, as she continues, her reasoning drifts into unsettling territory. So unusual, it makes you wonder if she fully grasps just how serious this custody battle has become.
Like 2 hours? We
2
had
hours.
reservations, so we gonna get right in.
So you made reservations and you left your child with her for just 2 hours. Was it just for that night,
It
or
was
it?
not 2 hours, Your Honor. It was 6
Okay.
hours
All right.
plus 2 bonus hours because
Okay.
she wanted to have a
All right,
rendezvous.
hold on. Okay, continue this. Yeah, this
Thank
is
you.
initial.
No
I really want to hear this
She
one.
think cause she got a pool.
No,
in her
well, I ain't
backyard.
worried about that. Let's get to the facts.
Okay,
Go ahead.
sorry. So I spent the block, ran to the Perry's with the fella, you know what I'm saying? He was far. Okay. So look, I'm trying to get him a stepdad. I was gonna bring him back a pork chop special. Hey, you had one of them Perry's before?
You trying to get a
It's
step?
like-
The cousin finally lays her cards on the table, and the explanation leaves the courtroom stunned. She admits she wasn't simply out grabbing dinner. In her own words, she was trying to get him a stepdad. A pork chop, she claims, might have been the key to sealing the deal. The judge, struggling to keep his composure, presses her with questions. But instead of remorse, she doubles down, defending her night out as if the pork chop somehow justified leaving her son alone. As the story twists and tangles. Was the pork chop for the child? For the man. Bought by the man for the child. The judge finally interrupts, visibly disturbed. He makes it clear, this case isn't about dinner dates or playful excuses. It's about a young boy left in sweltering heat with no one to protect him. And as the cousin continues to rationalize her actions, the judge's patience grows thin, signaling this courtroom drama is nearing a breaking point.